It was a slow day at the Regan Detective Agency, so I played a few games of Jenga with the butts in the ashtray to keep my mind limber. That's how it was in the City of Angels. Too fast for an honest man and too slow to drag race topless down Sunset at rush hour. Unless you had work done. The City of Contradictions. The city where they'll find you if you don't have a vegan option on the menu at a steakhouse. The city where homeless Asians starve across the street from all-you-can-eat war infusion buffets. The city where Chloe Barnes walked into my life like an angel. Straight from page 6 of Victoria's Secret spring catalog. I was bewitched by her. Everything. She was so pure. So innocent. So perfect. I knew there was hope for this sad and beautiful world from the very first word she spoke.
Dick?
Well, maybe not the very first word.
Dick Regan, private eye?
Private investigator. Like Magnum.
Chloe. Barns, like where they milk cows on beds of golden straw. Do you mind?
No.
It's a dirty habit, I agree. I picked it up doing volunteer work for the poor children of Winston-Salem. My father was making a documentary on the kids who hand-rolled them. He'd kill me if he ever found out I got hooked.
Why don't you tell me all about it, sugar?
My father's Ben Barnes.
Ben Barnes.
Ben Barnes, the documentarian.
Oh, thank God. For a second, I thought you were going to say it's the Ben Barnes that makes all those movies about how bad everything is.
Never mind that. He's gone missing.
Please tell me he's not working on a David Copperfield flick. Doesn't he realize that collecting trash is a dirty business?
My father has been dodging bullets to find the truth for years. Looks like this time he finally found what they don't want found.
What had he found?
I don't know. But I think it has something to do with this.
Where did you find this?
It's his handwriting. I found it in my mailbox. My father, he'd been getting strange calls, threatening calls, ever since he started working in that film about big tobacco.
Why not go to the cops?
They don't have time for daughters in the City of Angels. They'd say he ran off with a girlfriend or is busy making a new documentary.
I get $2.50 a day plus expenses. The first thing I noticed about old man Barnes' office was all the old flammable nitrate film he had lying around. One butt flicked in the wrong way and the whole place could flame up like that case I had in San Francisco a few years ago.
My father's office! It's been destroyed!
Looks like someone else beat us to the punch. Hey, maybe it's on this thing. It's not working!
Let me try.
Show me what you're made of, sugar. Here, do your thing. Since I couldn't find any film in the digital camera, I was pretty sure Barnes hid the footage. So I decided to search the office for clues, while Chloe watched her father's documentary on his fancy television set.
Told you goddamn vultures, this is private property. You are not welcome here.
Добрый день, comrades. 1-3 smokers die of cancer. That like we play Russian pastime with 2 bullets instead of 1.
Hey, man, you can't be filming this stuff out.
Our pappy said you can't be here. Give me that camera. Give it to me. Come on. Give me the... Hey.
Then I found what I didn't expect to found. There was a cigarette butt in the trash can of a crusader working on an anti-smoking film.
And I am grateful to my friends at the Anti-Smoking Society for repeatedly reminding us of the horrors of smoking. And as a senator, I'm thankful to be able to educate and protect consumers against the dangers of smoking.
His films were all Greek to me, but there was something especially Antigone about the part from the Anti-Smoking Society. Whoever beat us here was about as careful as Mary and Joseph.
Smoking will kill you.
I'll bet if we find that footage, we'll find your father.
Can you find the footage?
For you, Sugar? I'll find it. What do you say we pay a visit to the Anti-Smoking Society?
No. I saw a man in the video, Senator, what's his name? Colton. Let's start there.
Smokers, like these dear departed animals trapped in these pits, are doomed to a drawn-out and painful end.
Hey, Senator, what do you say? A moment for the cause? It's about campaign finance.
These are extraordinary times. Times when we can restore honesty and end this foolish tobacco hypocrisy. Thank you for coming out and braving the elements. And God bless the United States of America. Now, if each of you would just please give me a few moments. Thank you. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for coming out and helping to get the anti-smoking message out.
Yeah.
Senator, you know my father, Ben Barnes.
You must be Chloe. It is such a pleasure to make your acquaintance. How is your father? It was such a delight to work with him. He does such great work for the cause.
Thank you. But he's gone missing.
Oh my goodness, I'm sorry to hear that. When did you hear from him?
He interviewed you last week for his film, last Friday. He say anything about leaving town?
Not that I recall. I'm sorry, I did not catch your name.
Regan, B.I.
Private investigator.
Hey, and voter.
Please, Senator, my father's been missing for days.
Your father was a crusader on a valuable mission, but most of all, he was a good friend. I will take this to the chief of police personally. But if you hear anything, you let me know.
I will, Senator. I will.
After watching Chloe's Veronica Lake movements with Senator Colton, I was obsessed with ASS, the Anti-Smoking Society. I wanted to investigate, but Chloe assured me several times it was a waste of time because they were funding her father's films. So we decided to head to the valley to interrogate that tobacco farmer from the flick. Chloe didn't talk much during the ride. Now, I can appreciate a dame who knows how to shut it as much as the next guy. But I found myself wanting nothing more than to hear her speak. Anything, really. Even something as small as thanking me for taking on the case.
I want to thank you for taking on the case. This whole thing is just...
Don't worry, Sugar. We'll find your father.
Dick, I've never met a man like you. A real man. The kind of man my father would approve of. The kind of man a girl like me could... I want a man I can trust. A man I can finally open myself up to. Maybe even settle down with someday.
Maybe even settle down with someday. Chloe made me believe that maybe, deep down, there was a little color left in this rotten world of gray. That maybe a Mrs. Regan wasn't such a bad idea after all. That maybe this world wasn't so bad if an innocent flower like Chloe could grow in this city, unplucked. That the water in my old rusty can could maybe...
What are you doing? Your book says you're supposed to take the dirt out of the hole. Idiot, you know I can't read. Well, come on, man.
The gate to the tobacco farm was locked, but it only took me a second to pick it. Just like that case with the striking union. Chloe was a real trooper. She didn't even mind the long foreboding dolly shot.
What the hell? Oh, careful. Hey, oh, Maynard, we got company.
Oh, hey.
I think we may have the wrong tobacco farm.
All right, let the dame go!
What's it to you, city boy?
Help me, Dick!
Don't worry, sugar. There's only 3 of them.
All right. Now we're gonna throw you a farm-style beating. Here comes.
All right, hold on. Look at this. So much for farm rules.
What in tarnation is the meaning of this?
I could have whipped those good old boys 5 ways to Friday. But when it comes to eating lead sandwiches, I prefer mine unleaded. With a side of scotch. Neat.
What the hell are you doing on my land? Maybe you didn't hear me, son. I said, what the hell are you doing on my land?
Aside from smoking? Relax. Private Dick working a case.
What's your name, Dick?
Dick.
What'd you call me?
Dick. Dick. I'm Dick. I'm Dick Regan.
Dick.
What the hell are you doing on my land, Dick?
Like I said 6,000 times 6 seconds ago, I'm a private dick named Dick working a case on your land now, Ben Barnes! Any reason you might want to see him disappear? He was filming here, right?
He come poking around here with his camera. I'm gonna tell you what I told him.
Yeah?
You poke your little pecker around here anymore, I'm gonna shoot it off. Give it to Jessup. He likes the white meat.
What about the biscuits, Daddy?
I heard the threat from Colonel Sanders' boyfriend loud and clear. Besides, I had no case because the Brown Street Tobacco Company hadn't even produced their first tobacco crop yet. But the threat from Old Man Brown Street got me thinking about the important stuff. About the possibility of a Mrs. Regan.
Take my box.
Sugar. You make me feel sweet.
Dick,
Yeah.
you make me feel...
Nah! I'm not gonna let something happen to Ben Barnes' little girl. Not on my watch. I needed a drink and I needed it bad, so I stopped in the first place I could wet my lips. Even if that meant wetting them through a plastic straw. I was ready to drink the umbrella when it hit me like Mike Tyson's mother. It was an order from Brown Street's farm. Tobacco seed XL 420. Was it a clue that Ben Barnes found during filming? Or did someone else leave it there? And if someone left it, why would they be so careless? And if they were so careless, why did I care so much? Only one way to find out. So I headed back to Barnes' office to take a closer look. The Appletini was starting to unferment in my liver, so I decided to see if Old Man Barnes kept anything decent in the icebox. Wait a minute. Hey, I didn't scream or nothing, but that doesn't mean I was looking forward to telling Chloe I'd found her father. I wanted to call the police on the way over, but I couldn't find a payphone.
Chloe?
City of 4 million. Well, 3,999,999. Now that Ben Barnes is on the other side, and not a single payphone?
Chloe?
No wonder kids are getting hooked on that internet these days. I knew Chloe would be destroyed by the news, but I thought she deserved to know the truth.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus.
Dick, you startled me.
Sorry, sugar. I didn't mean to startle you.
Will you hand me my best robe?
Breast robe.
I wanted to do anything but hand over her breast robe.
It's over there next to the toothpaste tube.
Boom, base, boo.
I wanted to do things to her at that moment. Everythings. Plus things that hadn't yet been done yet. Things I imagined watching on the Discovery Channel after dark.
What brings you here so late?
But not where the future Mrs. Regan is concerned. Not when milking cows on beds of golden straw is on the line.
Don't worry. I didn't try nothing.
I didn't know an easy way to tell Chloe about her father. Because there isn't an easy way to tell someone you love you just found her father's severed head in a refrigerator and now it's sitting in a burlap bag on her bar.
What brings you here this late?
So I decided to give it to her straight.
Did you give me a gift?
I'm sorry, sugar.
I think she took it okay.
Senator, Regan here. Heads up. I know where Ben Barnes is. Well, part of him. Yeah, Chloe's apartment. Okay. Yeah. Sure, stay put. Okay. I'll put it on ice.
She was looking a little ruffled around the edges, so I decided to give her a little sugar to ease the pain while I cleaned up. I told her that since I found her father, it was officially a police matter now, and I was off the case. Just in time, as things were getting too dangerous for both of us now.
Chloe? Sugar?
I hadn't had a headache like that since they stopped making Zima.
Wait a damn minute! Now. Oh!
Find the footage or we kill the girl, yeah?
But not before we pluck her flowers, yes?
What? Oh! Oh! Look at this rooster! Oh!
Where's the footage, Lebowski?
Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
Well, here's looking at you, Dad.
There's a particular danger in the use of cigarettes. Your life is really yours to do with as you please. Don't let anyone
Wait a
decide for you.
minute.
The choice is yours.
Suddenly, everything came together for me in a flask of light. Smoking will kill you. And who knows more about that than Ass, the Anti-Smoking Society. According to Chloe, not only were they funding Ben Barnes' film, but they also produced an anti-smoking ad that featured a cigarette from BS Tobacco, or as I finally realized, Brown Street Tobacco, a company that had yet to produce their first tobacco crop.
I think it might be a clue.
Something smelled fishy in Denmark, and I was pretty sure it was ass. Searching for Chloe, I got the call from the kidnappers telling me to hightail it to the warehouse with the footage. If I ever wanted to eat lingonberry pancakes with my beautiful Chloe again. I decided to act on my instincts and headed down the ass in a last-ditch effort to find anything that could lead me to the footage. And that led me to Ben Barnes' film vault at that old theater in Chinatown. That's where everything started to come together. The old man knew they were coming for him. Luckily, Barnes was smart enough to hide the footage before they gave him the long goodbye. Since I had no plans for the big sleep, I had to come up with a scheme. So I decided to stash the footage in a safe place, not even knowing the contents of the microfilm.
Help me! Help me! Dick!
No funny business. Jessup here will give the future Mrs. Regan a bachelorette party they'll still be talking about in the middle of season 6. If you cogitate my meaning.
Let her go.
Give me the footage.
Give me the girl.
Search him, boys.
Nice watch. Hey, him. Frisk him.
All right. That's enough. I told you to search him, not to check him for ticks, for God's sake.
Oh, Dick, I missed you.
Chloe.
I love you.
Yeah?
Hey, Daddy, we got one of them projectors. It's Howard the Duck. Give it up.
Why, you manure-eating double-crosser. You'll never get out of here alive.
That's true. Your nicotine-addled clowns just might hit me. But I'm definitely gonna fry your extra crispy ass straight back to Kentucky.
Give me the footage.
You know, here's what I don't understand. The law requires that you fund ass and the anti-smoking establishment, but ass needs smokers to keep buying cigarettes so they can continue to get their funding.
Give me the damn footage!
Shut up. And why did you kill Ben Barnes?
Bonds would give him reason to think.
Yeah, and taxpayers don't like thinking very much.
Yeah, no matter what Jessup did to Bonds, though, he still wouldn't give us that damn footage.
He killed my father. Give me your revolver. It's time for justice. Give me the footage.
Chloe.
It's just business, sailor.
And what about Barnes?
Never met him. Well, he's never met all of them.
What's going on here?
Senator.
Hey, baby.
Senator! You're all in bed together.
Didn't you know Chloe here heads up ass? Now, where are we?
Mr. Regan here about to give us some footage.
I knew a man like you, a private-eyed dick, would be able to find that footage faster than my public people. You'd not be restricted to all that, that messy red tape.
Why are you trying to dupe the American people?
In a single word, a lot more votes. For decades, son, we've been subsidizing the tobacco growers and the healthcare lobby.
So you created ass to conceal your own involvement, and you just kept funding each side back and forth.
And at the end of the day, I get the votes.
Yeah, and the taxpayers foot the bill!
Oh, God damn, son. True believers. Son, do you think anybody actually reads that legislation? Hell no. It's so convoluted, the experts don't even know what's going on, much less a bunch of fat-ass soccer moms in the flyover states.
Yeah, but then Ben Barnes came along.
Hey, that's it. Enough. Enough this goddamn laughter, too. Listen, boy, you're either gonna give me that footage or else you're gonna die. Chloe, baby. Brown Street.
Hey, wait. One last request. What do you say for my last request? How about one final smoke?
No, Richard. It doesn't have to be this way.
Oh. You know what, sugar?
What?
You were right. Smoking will kill you. When the smoke cleared, the only one left was Chloe. She was winged, but managed to make it to the Prowler in one piece as the boys in blue cuffed her dainty little wrists. As for the footage, I sent it to an open-minded editor at the Chronicle who's been actively trying to show the truth about how big government and big business just can't help but support their own interests. Brown Street, Colton, and the ruthless Chloe would pay for being in bed together. But more importantly, the public would finally know the truth. A rare thing in the City of Angels. The City of Contradictions. The city where hypocrites rule the day and the honest man can't even find a place to park from 9 to 12 every other Thursday. Unless he drives a street sweeper. I still think about Chloe from time to time. Maybe there was some good in her, somewhere hidden through the smokescreen. And that bad fake British accent. Maybe I'll even look her up when she gets out of the joint. Then again, maybe I'd rather spend the rest of my days trapped in a banana bees where the only drink I can get comes with a plastic umbrella and is spiked with a shot of estrogen. Before I would kiss those poison lips again. Maybe I would find love again. Maybe someday. Maybe someday sooner than later.
Did somebody order a pizza?
Just what the doctor ordered. A healthy meal. Extra large and extra cheesy.
That'll be 38 large ones.
Ha ha!